What's going on, my fellow AFKers? Today we're on the free-to-play account and we're gonna try the hero that just came out on the Ascended tier, the Hypogean, Lord of Nightmares, Ezizh. Super excited, man. We're gonna look at all of his skills real quick and then we're gonna hop into the new event, the Bountiful Trials, that just came out for him as well. So currently he has Nightmare's Descendant, where he's able to produce a shockwave that deals 280% of his attack ratings to all enemies, rendering their ultimate skills unusable for 2 seconds. I think that's pretty OP, man, for them not to be able to use their ults. The shockwave causes the battlefield to be transformed into a hellish nightmare for 10 seconds. He's also unable to recover energy while in the battlefield, being transformed into a hellish nightmare, but he will produce a nightmare shockwave every 4 seconds. Okay. Not too bad, man. I think my takeaway from that was like being able to make the enemies not be able to use their ults is gonna definitely help me out, you know, when I pull them out inside of these matches. Mind Flay, Ezizh uses Abyssal Tentacle to deal AoE damage to enemies for 260% of his attack rating, then also drains their sanity, forcing them into a state of insanity for 8 seconds. All enemies that are insane lose 12% of tenacity points. His third skill, Depths of Darkness. At the start of the battle, the enemy that is mirroring Ezizh falls into a nightmare state up until they receive damage up to 40% of their maximum health or 10 seconds have passed. On to his fourth move, Nightmare Arc. He focuses Nightmare Energy and unleashes it into an enemy target, dealing damage equal to 260% of his attack rating to them, also stunning them for 1 second. If the enemy target successfully is stunned, the effects of the Nightmare Energy are transferred to a new enemy target who will suffer the same damage and effects as before. The energy transfer will continue targeting new enemies up until an enemy resists the attack or the energy successfully transfers 6 times. If this skill is used when the battlefield has been transformed into a hellish nightmare, the Nightmare Energy will be transferred to the maximum number of times. And onto his passive, Dream Veil. After every 10 seconds of the battle, Ezizh enters a dream state that allows him to become immune to all damage and control effects for 8 seconds. While in dream state, Ezizh is able to normally cast his skills and he gains 20 haste points, while his damage is increased by 25%. Every time he enters the dream state, the amount of time needed to enter it again is increased by 4 seconds, and the amount of time he stays in the dream state will be decreased by 2 seconds. But he will have no fewer than 4 seconds to be inside of the dream state. Each time an ally hero is successfully resisting control effects due to their tenacity, the amount time of Ezizh to be able to enter the dream state is reduced by 0.5 seconds. So that's covering Ezizh, the new Ascended hero, the Lord of Nightmares. I like him. I want to pull him out on today's video and test him out inside of the new event, Bountiful Trials, that they made just for him and see how insane he actually is. So Bountiful Trials just came out. Never played this before either, so it's going to be a brand new experience. Never ran an arena of trials before, but like I said, this is going to be our first time. I've actually never ran this event before, so it'll be super fun, and I'm excited to pull out this brand new hero. Alright, so we are in the Bountiful Trials. I did want to see Ezizh's skill animation, so we're going to actually test that out here on the wooden dummy, just so we can kind of see him by himself and what he's actually capable of doing. I do like the look of him. I think AFK did a great job. He's more of a dark, sinister look. His ultimate just went right there, pulling everybody into a new realm. I like the background. I think they did a good job on that, and the AoE damage as well. One of the coolest things, like I said, about him is having the capability to be able to basically nullify the enemy team's ults for a short period of time. Is pretty overpowered as well. Okay, so this is looking like it's kind of a maze. I wonder if there's a certain way you have to get it done. Alright, so now we're in the Bountiful Trials. So it looks like it's going to be a bunch of clashes to be able to see just how insane this brand new hero is. There's a lot of decent heroes that I've never really played as before. I think one of the things I'm kind of excited for is to see his ultimate doing all that damage to everybody and pulling everybody on the battlefield to a new realm. And there it goes right there. I like the little transition scene that they did for that too. It's kind of interesting for me. I started my AFK journey about 2 weeks ago, so to be able to see these kind of heroes, you know, Ascended tier heroes all fight it out, it's way different than your initial fights that you get in the beginning of the game. There goes that ultimate again, pretty decent damage. I like how he can immune the enemy team's ults too. I know that's very beneficial, especially mid to late game inside of AFK Arena as well. Gosh, just look at like this fight is crazy, bro. It's like we are gonna beat them though. I was kind of worried for a second. So, like I said, if I'm able to get him, I definitely will. I am gonna go for summons and hopefully get lucky. if anybody in the comments did get Ezizh, I'd love to see what you guys think about him, and if you guys are pulling him on your formations for your, you know, campaign and other tasks that you do to complete in game. Looks like you gotta clear these different, you gotta fight the mobs to get to your chest, because they're blocking off your the gold. We'll take this one out. I guess once you beat all the mobs, you know, we can gather all the loot and finish the Bountiful trials. So it looks like every single time you fight, you have to change your formation, and they give you different heroes every single time you go into a fight outside of Ezizh. So I like how every single match of the Bountiful trials, they switch what teammates you're able to pull from, but keeping Ezizh in there. I think that is one of the coolest features with this, so people can see different ascended heroes and like how overpowered and strong they are. Like some of these heroes I've never even seen before. I mean, I have Tassie. I actually just got her and she's been dominating. So like I said, I am new to the game. We just started playing about like a week and a half ago. So all of these heroes that we're probably going to be pulling out in the Bountiful trials is like a first time for me to see. I don't know. Alright, there we go. Ezizh to be able to nullify everybody and lower the haste. Man, he's just really good. Like, I honestly think for players who are free to play, if you're able to land Ezizh, you're going to have a really good campaign. We've passed the final trial. You may claim the rightful rewards now. Okay. That was everything? No way. Okay, so let's go ahead and claim the final treasure. It was a little bit shorter than expected. But hey, I'm not complaining. I got to taste a little bit of that ascended life, and we got to see Ezizh in action. I do love all of his skills. Hopefully we can get him inside of a summon. If anybody did get Ezizh, let me know how that journey is going with y'all and what you guys rate him inside of the ascended heroes for the Hypogeans. That marks the end of today's video, guys. Thanks so much for spending your time with us, testing out the brand new hero, the Lord of Nightmares, Ezizh, and also being able to run the Bountiful trials. Highly recommend you guys try him out and also play the event so you guys can get some diamonds and some quick summons as well. But as always, guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!